SpongeBob says. Sandy laughs. He says, the blanketed basket. Sandy then pushes SpongeBob down on the bed and climbs on top of him. She then plants a kiss to his lips. SpongeBob kisses back and begins to gently stroke her back. The brown squirrel then breaks the kiss and removes her shirt, revealing her pink bra. She then rips off SpongeBob's shirt and brings him back into a kiss. In the middle of the kiss, SpongeBob begins to slide off his pants and shoes off. Sandy does the same and breaks the kiss. SpongeBob then stops his actions and moves down to her private area. He then slides down her pink panties and marvels at her flower. I'm not gonna do the voices anymore. Like what you see? She asks. I sure do, SpongeBob says. He then lowers his head down and licks her inner thighs. Sandy moans and pushes her head down to her core. SpongeBob, please, she says. SpongeBob
Yo, we're
smiles
trying
and
a fucking
licks her
knife
flower.
fight, guy. Stop it.
Sandy moans even louder and holds his head into place. Oh, SpongeBob, faster, she moans. SpongeBob speeds up his licking and begins to nibble on the clitoris. Oh God, SpongeBob, I'm gonna come, Sandy says. SpongeBob then licks the inner walls of Sandy's womanhood and gets ready for Sandy's juices. SpongeBob, Sandy shouts as she erupts in an orgasm. SpongeBob takes in all of her juices and swallows it. He then rises off of Sandy and lies next to her. Ready for the last part? SpongeBob asks after wiping off his mouth. Yeah, just give me a second, Sandy replies. Once Sandy recovers from her previous orgasm, she grabs the condom and opens the package. SpongeBob removes his tighty-whities and grabs the latex condom. He then slides it onto his hardened member and positions himself between Sandy's legs. Ready, he asks. Yes, go ahead, Sandy replies. SpongeBob then begins to slowly slide his member inside of her. Sandy lets out a slight moan.
You're trying so hard to hold it in.
Sandy lets out slight moans as she feels him slide inside her inner wall. Once he's fully inside of her, SpongeBob begins to pump in and out with slight speed. Slight moans can be heard from the both of them as they make love on the edge of Jellyfish Fields. Oh, SpongeBob, go faster, Sandy says. SpongeBob does as he's told and begins to pick up speed. Sandy then moans even more as waves of ecstasy run through her. Oh, SpongeBob, go faster, please, Sandy pleads. SpongeBob smiles and begins to pump in and out of her as fast as he can. Sandy, I'm getting close, SpongeBob tells her. Me too, just keep going, Sandy replies. SpongeBob then picks up more speed and shouts in ecstasy as he erupts into the condom. Sandy, he shouts. SpongeBob, Sandy yells at the top of her lungs as her orgasm hits. SpongeBob then collapses next to Sandy and breathes in and out deeply. Sandy lies there next to the yellow sponge, out of breath. That was fantastic, Sandy says once she catches her breath. It sure was, SpongeBob tells her. I think it's time to go. Sure, Sandy says. She then sits up and begins to pull on her clothes. SpongeBob does the same after pulling off the condom and throwing it to the side. He then stands up and helps Sandy stand. She then gives him a quick kiss on the lips while leaning against her yellow lover. I love you, Sandy, SpongeBob says after breaking the kiss. I love you too, SpongeBob, she replies.